everything always just starts right up. Nice week, hopefully staying busy. Couple local runs hopefully today. What's going on, everybody? I don't know if you guys could see, but the bumper is not sitting on the ground anymore like it was on the first day. That's because I raised it up a little bit. Because guys, I almost screwed up the engine. We dropped it way too low that the oil pan was sitting on the axle. There's even an imprint on the axle from the oil pan. Of course, I did not drive anywhere like that. We noticed right in time before I started pulling any loads or nothing. And I'm glad I did, guys. If you end up lowering your truck, make sure the first thing you look is make sure you have enough oil pan clearance. There is actually guys who shave that drain plug on the oil pan in order to sit lower. Lots of guys do it, but of course you have to buy a new oil pan. You have to get it welded, shave it, and all that. But let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys could tell, but this part right here, that's the oil pan. It's sitting about an inch, actually. That's about an inch I measured from the axle now, since we added the spacers. What I did basically is I just added another spacer right here between the bag and the leaf spring. It's basically what this is another piece of leaf. It's a cut leaf, and we wedged it up in there. But yeah, guys, that was the scariest part, you know, when realizing that your oil pan is sitting on the axle. And believe it or not, we had actually, I think, 2 guys around here that straight up cracked their oil pan driving, and their engine seized up because of this. So it's no joke. That's one of the most serious things when dropping your truck, is making sure you have clearance from your oil pan to the axle. So what are we doing here today? Well, we got a couple issues. When you install these air rides, you got hoses like this power steering hose. I went and had to go get a 1 foot longer and add a 90-degree fitting, because this hose originally went under here, but now there's no room over here. So what we did is put a 90-degree fitting and rerun it the other way. As well as you got your ABS valve. What I did is I'm moving the ABS valve from the outside to the inside. In order to do that, here's how the ABS valve is going to sit on the inside. I got a couple fittings. This is going to be a 1/2 inch line from this fitting to this fitting, cross over to a 90-degree, go through the frame. This is what's going to mount through the frame, and here's what goes to your brake chamber. So this is going to be, this part from here on is going to be inside the frame, and from here on this way is going to be outside the frame, because you have your ABS sensors, your air lines, everything is on the inside of the frame. This is going to be a much cleaner setup. That way you don't have any more rubbing issues on hoses and stuff like that. What's nice is there's already a factory hole that's large enough for this through frame fitting. It's gonna sit like this, but of course from the inside out. Inside out is gonna sit like this, and your brake chamber hose is gonna attach to the middle threads inside right here. And that's it. That's it. This side's all done. Everything rerouted. ABS valves now on the inside. And the hose. This is the original hose, the only thing that was left. We're out here near downtown Seattle. This is our railroad, BNSF. Not a terminal. This place is awesome. Just waiting to get my 20-footer, put it on my chassis, just doing some local runs. Last week was pretty busy. It was a nice week. We worked all 5 days. This week is a little slow, but still turning out not too bad so far. But guys, you know, driving for a few days already, it's Tuesday. You know, it actually did improve quite a bit. I'm noticing it is a lot more stable. These leaf springs, these 1.5s, I don't have any more wobble. The most annoying thing I had with the 1.5 cut springs is every time you shift in the gear, your steering wheel is going every gear. You know, you got this like bump steer. I don't know what it is, what it was, but that was the most annoying part. Now you're shifting through the gears, it's solid. Your truck drives straight. And you know, that was probably one of the most parts I hated, was the rocking and the wobbleness. That's gone pretty much. You know, maybe there's just a little bit, but it's pretty much gone. And I'm sure putting leveling valves on both sides would actually make it even more better, because right now I'm running only one solenoid. And And I think he's hopefully coming for me. I hope he's coming for me. But this place is awesome. This place is quick. Always in and out. No more. I don't think I've spent more than 10 minutes ever here. Another day, second trip running today, getting unloaded, just checking out my stuff. So far so good. You know, we rerouted the ABS valve to the backside and no issues, guys. A lot better, because that way, you know, everything's wide open on this side now. I was able to reuse the factory hose that goes to the chamber, no problem. And again, leaf spring part number 59-748. There is also 59-750. It's just a little bit different. It's just half an inch length difference and 1 inch arc difference, and that's it. Anybody wondering if there's any difference in those? But that's it, guys. You know, so far actually kind of liking these leaves. It's been running pretty good.